Recently, a video came out of Mo Salah not eating any carbs. Most of us are not metabolically flexible because for years you've been told, oh, you got to eat a ton of carbs, you get your plate, it's a mountain of rice, a mountain of potatoes, whatever, a little bit of protein on the side, no fat at all. We're told to eat all low-fat foods. But that's actually completely the opposite of what we should be doing. A gram of carbohydrate has 4 calories and a gram of fat has 9 calories. So it's a no-brainer that you can actually use both fatty acids and carbohydrates as energy. You don't have to take my word for it. I want you to experiment with this because I did the same thing as a bodybuilder. What I learned at the beginning of my bodybuilding career in the early 80s was this. If you want to build muscle, what you did was you ate a ton of fats and decent protein. There was nothing processed. Ultra processed foods were not that readily available back then, and it wasn't something that was synonymous with bodybuilding. Cooking was synonymous with bodybuilding. We ate lots of chicken, we ate lots of fish, we ate lots of red meat. It was important to eat red meat every day. And it was very important to eat eggs every single day. I see a lot of eggs. So what we did was we ate mainly fatty protein and fats. When I say fats, we talk about avocados, olives, nuts, cheese, bacon, all of that. We ate fats. And then we ate fatty protein and then a bit of vegetables. And most of the carbs we ate were either black rice, wild rice, or sweet potato. Pasta was a no-no. Bread was a no-no. Bagels were no-no. The carbohydrates that we ate before and after training were mainly single ingredient. And if we ate oats, it had to be stale cut or jumbo oats and gluten-free. And that's how we were taught how to build muscle. Now, when you eat like that, you find that all the inflammation that goes along with eating lots of carbs, you won't have any of that. You won't have any of the inflammation or the problems that goes along, hyperinsulinemia that goes along with having too many carbs. I believe in the future, we're going to be seeing athletes whose coaches are brave enough to just branch out and say, hang on, let's experiment with this different energy source. Because it all depends on the coaches having the testicles to say, let's try that. I'm telling you that I am 60 and I feel like I did when I was in my 20s. I mean, my energy level was through the roof. I don't remember the last time I actually felt tired or hungry or craving anything. I feel amazing. And all because I'm being fueled by mainly fats, especially animal fat. When I get up, my first meal of the day, I usually eat eggs. Just now I ate just 8 eggs and some beef flavor. And then when I get home, I'm going to have a massive big ribeye steak, cheese with it. But I eat a lot of fats and I eat a lot of animal protein. No plant protein. The plants don't carry their energy as protein. Plants carry their energy as carbohydrates. So please don't believe any of that nonsense that you hear all the time. Oh, I'm vegan. Being vegan or being plant-based, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, it's not healthy. Hey, if you're serious about losing fat and building muscle, join my community, Abu Crew. You get access to live coaching from me, in-depth video modules, and more. Thousands have joined and transformed their lives. Click the link in the description and join today. I'll see you inside. Now back to the video. Somebody who runs marathons was in my community. And before he ran, she used to have to eat a lot of carbs, carb loading the day before. I changed her diet, taught her to become fat adapted. I think it took a few weeks. It takes between 4 to 12 weeks to become fully fat adapted. When she was fat adapted, she said, Eddie, I ran. And what happens is when she felt like I needed energy, she had made these little pouches and she had mashed up sweet potato. And she says, Eddie, I felt like Superman. Cut my time. This is a personal best, basically, just by switching her energy source to both fats and carbs rather than just carbs by themselves. So if you are a runner, this is something that you have to experiment yourself. If you've got the coach who's helping you, just say, look, can you just help me understand this? And all the information is out there. And I give a lot of information on my social media platforms as well. Just teach yourself to use fats as well as carbohydrates, because most of us are like, oh my God, we need energy, let's just see. But it doesn't make any sense, because if you eat, your body can only access a tiny amount of the sugar from the food and water. The rest just hangs about in your stomach. It's got to release the right enzymes. It takes a long time to access that food. So the notion that you need energy straight away, it's all nonsense. You don't. It doesn't work like that. The food that you eat has to give hormonal instructions to your body, and your body has to interpret it and put the food in the right places for you. So please, if you're sitting on the fence, just try it. All you got to do is just say, I need to see if this works. It doesn't cost anything. change your food choices, because you've been brainwashed for years to think, oh no, I need a ton of carbs, and especially if you're an athlete. I see some people drinking all these crazy blue drinks on the pitch and then eating all that stuff. Look, you can teach your body to use both fats and carbs, and there's more energy in fats than there is in carbohydrates. Remember, it takes between 4 to 12 weeks to become fat adapted. What do you do to become fat adapted? You eat mainly fats and protein. When I say protein, I mean high fat protein. If you're buying mince, buy 20% or higher. If you're buying beef, make sure it's got the fat with it. If you're buying poultry, buy the chicken thighs and chicken wings where you got the fat. If you're eating fish, eat the skin. You know, stuff like that. Eat fatty meat. And then with that, eat more fat. You'll find that your body will slowly switch from using predominantly carbohydrates to fats as well. And you have tons of energy. I got tons of energy. Sometimes I don't even know what to do with it. And I'm telling you that it's possible to achieve the same thing too. Try it. If you've reached the end of this video, it means you're serious about your health and fitness. If you didn't know, I've got a private community where I do live coaching, in-depth video modules, and other resources. Click the link in the description to check it out and join thousands of others who've benefited. See you there.